Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Atan, guys. I just recorded a video and that recording ended after 10 minutes, so I'm going to try my hardest to remember everything that I just said off the dome. But today we're going to be talking about two teams specifically. It's going to be an MSC recap video. We're going to be talking about SRG and Team Liquid. What went wrong? Why did both teams fail? Ultimately, it is a failure because both teams are expected to win. Team Liquid Philippines coming into this tournament as arguably the best team in the world. Not even arguably, they were just the best team. And SRG always performs internationally. I'm going to be doing like a little kind of breakdown. I'm not going to be going super into details on why both of them failed, but let's kick things off with SRG. Interestingly enough, SRG kept picking Badon. I don't hate the Badon. I think the Badon is fine if you have multiple targets locked down. For example, like if you have a Gord mid lane, it's good. If you have like a Eudora, you're not gonna have much mid prow, but you do have decent lockdown. But they went for the Valentina, which does give you mid prow, but you don't have much AoE. You don't have much efficiency in the team fights. Whereas Pro Esports just drafts were simple. Drafts were so good. AoE drafts, good early games, good turtle setups. They were just outplaying SRG, to be honest. They were just completely outplaying them. Ruby and Freya, realistically, it sounds like Freya completely destroys that lane, but Ruby can just heal off the main. So SRG, I don't know what went wrong. Like Sakai's, I don't know what happened to Sakai's guys. Like he's been, I don't want to. He's just been mid, guys. Like ever since 2024, I think he's just been mid. Like he's never really been him. He's never really been the superstar. I've always felt like he's been the worst on his team. And if you're a jungler and you're the worst on your team, then I don't think that's a good sign. Even if SRG have a lot of good players, Sakai has been underperforming for quite some time. So I think him getting benched for underperforming is completely justifiable. And obviously, I don't expect somebody who just replaced Sakai to just come out and just be a god. Like it takes time. So I don't know how SRG is gonna build up upon that project. But against Onyx, again, the drafts were not an issue because this series was determined after one game. After SRG threw that first game, I knew it was over. I'm like, this team cannot mentally recover after that because SRG never throws. When something never happens to you, you don't know how to react. SRG didn't know how to react because they never throw. I rarely see SRG throw. If SRG loses the game, it'll be very, very competitive, back and forth, constant fights everywhere. That's the SRG way. They might even get blown out, but this is a team that doesn't throw leads, especially massive leads. It wasn't like a 2,000 goal lead. They were literally in their base by minute like 15, I believe, and they couldn't close the game out. So that leads me to believe that there's a systemic problem with this team, with how they've been playing, because they didn't win a single series at MSC 2020 2026. They went 1-4 map count. They won one game out of four. So something is seriously wrong with SRG. Do I think it's completely cooked and that they're never going to be able to recover in this? No, they're still going to go back to Malaysia. They're still going to win MPL season 18, and they're going to be one of the favorites going into M8. Like I still believe that. Like no matter how bad they look, they're always going to be one of the favorites from M8 for M8. But I think this tournament really gives a lot of takeaways. Like, okay, where does SRG rank now? How going for like your counterpart is doing way better. Like Vamos, that's completely different discussion, but Vamos is doing way better than SRG, and they didn't have the same expectation. Nobody even believed in Vamos. I said that they could be a really, really good team, but I never had them being one of the best teams. Like SRG, I picked them to win the tournament, guys. So the fact that they didn't even make it to the playoffs, to the knockouts, is kind of crazy. I mean, not a single series win is completely unacceptable for a team like SRG. Speaking of completely unacceptable, let's go to Team Liquid Philippines. Where's Team Liquid Philippines? Right here, Team Liquid Philippines. They're even worse because Team Liquid Philippines didn't win a single map. They lost every single game. The drafts were terrible. I think everything that SRG, like SRG's problems were just doubled by Team Liquid. Like Team Liquid looked so much worse. SRG at least like had fighting. They were even supposed to win one of those games, right? Besides the throw. But for Team Liquid, the Esmeralda YSS, like the drafts just didn't make sense. The plays that they were going for didn't make sense. Carl Teasy was getting gapped. Everything just went wrong for Team Liquid Philippines. And I said this in a live stream before MSC started. Team Liquid Philippines is due for a bad tournament. I said they're due for a bad stint. They're due for a bad moment. I didn't think it would result in them getting bounced out of the tournament so quickly, going 0 for 4. But nothing lasts forever. This dominance that Team Liquid has been going on for such a long time, it eventually had to come to an end. It would just be impossible for this team to win every single domestic trophy and then go internationally and always make it far. They won MSC last year. They got fourth at M7. At a certain point, it was just going to come to an end. They three-peated. They're coming off of being MPO champions. Everybody expects them to win. Like this meta just wasn't suited for Team Liquid Philippines, and it really makes me think. Like imagine if Onyx Philippines was in this meta, they would be one of the better. They would be one of the best teams in the tournament. They might even win the tournament because this meta is perfect for a team like Onyx Philippines. But this meta is not good for a team like Team Liquid Philippines. Carl Teasy is not good on assassins. I've said this multiple times. People have called me a hater. People have said I'm brain dead. But look at the results. The results, everything gameplay related is the proof, guys. Carl Teasy is the GOAT. He's the greatest player of all time. But when it comes to assassins, he's not as good as other people. And that was showcased here. His lane was not that good. And if we go to the other series, I mean, he picked Hiara and he didn't look good on the hero once. Now, granted, he got retro gapped every single game. Against Barat, you're supposed to lose retries because Barat has double retry. But lane, like second game, Team Liquid was winning that game. Like they were winning the game, guys. And people were blaming the coach. I saw people saying, oh, it's the coach's fault. How is that the coach's fault? When a team is winning and they throw a lead, that's not the coach's fault. That's a systematic problem. That's a player problem. The coach's fault is when the drafts are completely unplayable, where the players can't perform well on certain heroes because the heroes don't do well. First game, yeah, sure, you can blame the draft. I don't think the draft was great, but the second game was not on the coach and was not on the coach's side. The players just didn't perform. Sanford had an okay tournament. Carl Teasy was not good. Sanji wasn't really effective. Teddy was getting caught out a lot, but that's expected because this is his first international ever. I don't expect Teddy to go internationally and be the best gold laner. Like I said, that this is one of the weaknesses for Team Liquid, and if they want to win internationals, they're gonna have to either replace Teddy or Teddy's gonna have to step up big time because gold lane is not a role where it can be lacking. And JP wasn't that good, so the whole team underperformed. Both Team Liquid and SRG just completely misread the meta. This meta, they were not good, which I'm shocked that SRG was not good in this meta because this meta is perfect for SRG, especially for their players. As for Team Liquid, I'm not super surprised that they didn't do that well, but it's still surprising that they didn't even make knockouts. But yeah, this MSC has been great, by the way, guys. I might do a like how good has this MSC been compared to other international MLB tournaments we've had over the years. It's been such a good tournament, so many upsets, very unpredictable tournament. So yeah, prediction videos coming tomorrow. I'm gonna be giving you guys my prediction on the knockouts. Knockout prediction is gonna be coming out very, very soon. So make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the knockout stage prediction video.